At these master classes, I usually give a very short lecture about something that could apply to all my students, no matter what level they are in their playing, whether they're beginners or advanced or any of the many, many intermediate levels. Um, Also, it gives people a chance to perform and uh, and it also gives all of you, even those who are not performing, a chance to give encouragement to the students who are performing and to make them feel good. Because just to do it is not all that easy. Just to make yourself actually do it. And so I'm really proud of all of you. And before I forget, do next time you get a chance, preferably when you get home today, do check out our studio website, stevekatzpiano.com. It has changed. There are some new photos, and also there's a new standout student with a page about him, and it is Rahul. Rahul is quite an amazing person and quite an accomplished person, as you will read. And he also has a really, really cute 3-year-old kid whose picture is now on my website twice. Okay. And today, um, the main thing I wanted to talk about is uh, the fact that a good piano performance involves more than just hitting the right notes. And a lot of people think that if they miss some notes while they're playing, that that means that they played badly. And that's really not the case at all. Um, so in my case, I started playing piano when I was 7, and now I'm 76. So I've been playing piano 69 years. And in all that time, A, I've never played a piece perfectly and hit every note correctly. And B, I've never heard anyone play a piece perfectly and hit every note correctly. So if that's the criterion for a good performance, then then it's impossible. Okay. So instead, what I want you to think of is that your accuracy is part of a continuum of qualities. It's only one of the qualities of a good performance. Most of the time, when you're in the audience, you're not aware if a person hits a wrong note unless you happen to have that piece of music memorized. Then you don't know if they accidentally in the left hand hit a D instead of an F. You just don't know. They know. I know. Nobody else knows. Um, so therefore, I made a list of things that I want you today to listen for, and these are ways that pianists can accept. And I made a list of 10 just because 10 is a round number, the top 10. Okay, number one, the performance is meaningful and satisfying. I think that that's the most important of all of them. And that is that when we play music, we are not hitting notes, we are conveying meaning to the audience. We are feeling the song, not just touching the song, but feeling the song in our hearts and trying to convey those feelings to the audience. And a very good performance can be quite meaningful and moving to the audience, even if there's a D instead of an F in one of the measures. Like that has nothing to do with the impact of the performance. Closely related is number two, and that is emotions come through. Um, One of the great things about studying piano and playing piano is that it's an emotional outlet, and that um, your day-to-day frustrations of life that face everybody every day, some of that can be alleviated when you play the piano. You can relax. Also, the melody and the way that a piece is written can make you, as the pianist, feel emotional. It can make you feel sad. It can make you feel angry. It can make you feel ecstatic. It can make you feel as if you're floating. It can make you feel as if you're drowning. All music is different. And the more you allow yourself to relax and feel the emotions of the music, um, the more those emotions will be conveyed to the audience. And I know a lot of times, sometimes you will hear a performance, and when it's over, you'll go, "Ooh, that was intense." Okay, that's because the pianist allowed herself or himself to feel the emotions, and that was conveyed through the pianist to you as an audience member. Number three, the performance is entertaining. That's another sign of a really good pianist. All of the most famous pianists are not necessarily the best technically, um, but there's something about them that makes you feel, oh, that was fun. That was fun. And not all songs can be entertaining. Some of them aren't meant to entertain, but a lot of them. Number four, I admit the performance is accurate. Okay, you do want to hit the vast majority of it. 90%, something like that. 90. Okay, a few things that are a little more technical are that the melody sings, um, and the accompaniment is kept secondary. So I'm going to give you an example of all this in a minute, but let's just say that you hear someone playing the guitar, and here's our melody, but you hear, okay, can you tell what's wrong with that performance? Let's hear that. Yeah, the accompaniment is overtaking the melody. So the melody is always what you want to bring out. And the accompaniment is just that. It's there only to accompany the melody. It's not there to take over. The rhythm is consistently correct. Most of you know if a pianist has kept a good beat, and it feels good. You can feel it. You can feel it in your bones. Okay, volume changes. Most of the time, music has some volume changes. That is, some parts that are louder, some parts that are softer, some parts that get gradually louder, which is called crescendo. Yes, thank you, crescendo. And some parts that get gradually soft, which is called decrescendo or diminuendo. Similarly, the tempo and the tempo changes work well. Uh, uh, a good pianist will choose a nice tempo for the piece that's not so fast that we lose the melody or the idea, and not so slow that there isn't a melody. So a wise pianist will choose a tempo that's, first of all, not too hard for him or her to sustain, and second of all, not funereal or dirge-like. Also, some songs, like the one I'm going to play for you, have tempo changes that where one part is faster and one part is slower, and that can really contribute to a song. Now, number nine is really hard for most people to discern about pedaling, but Generally, if you don't notice the pedal, then it's being used well. Okay? If you notice the pedal because the song sounds blurry or choppy, then it's not being used. So, um, so for example, in that piece I was just playing, uh, here's not well. Did you hear that? Okay. You may not have realized it was the pedal that was the problem there, but that's what it was. It was sustaining too many notes all over each other. And so that's a piece like that is said to be played too wet. And there's also being played too dry, where no pedal is used whatsoever. It didn't sound too bad on that. Finally, number 10, the performer shows confidence. And that's basically just a matter of your body language and that you look like you know the song, you're comfortable with the song, you like the song. You can tell if uh, a musician is really into the music as an audience member. And another part of confidence is not showing the audience when you make a mistake, because everybody makes mistakes. So we have that's showing the lag. Uh, um, so be confident that you're playing well, your audience is appreciating you, so you made a mistake, you still are a good pianist, keep going. Okay. And I'm going to give you, now I'm just going to play a song as an example. And what I want you to do as I play this is I want you to, each one of you to figure out or try to figure out of these 10, which ones are you noticing in this performance? Okay. So this is an arrangement I created of an old country standard, Delta Dawn. Um, however, it doesn't sound a whole lot like you expected, like Fell Ready. Doesn't sound Delta Dawn. What is that? It really does sound like it's something different. So it, So, did any of you notice any of these qualities? And if so, just sort of tell me what you heard. Well,
Tempo changes, confidence, volume changes.
so you heard the pedaling complements the piece
Yes.
and the volume changes.
Oh, yes.
And what else struck you in particular? Everyone is that?
Emotion.
Yes.
Yes. And the emotion, I think, during that.
You were crying?
Yeah, I can see her lucky.
When it got quiet, you kind of hear the motion of the room.
Yeah.
During the quiet section.
You could kind of hear when you stop just for a second, kind of hear everybody.
Were the soft, simple sections
Yeah.
more emotional than the bigger sections, or just different?
I think they were more emotional after the grandiose sections. When it takes you back down and you're just like, it's like
Come on. Okay. Thank you. And it's the end of the lecture.
I don't think you should have.
Now, what we're going to do now, as we listen to students play the piano, is after each one, I want you to tell the student which of these you noticed the most in that performance. And now, several people, a lot of people are out of town this week, as I'm sure you noticed when I tried to change the date of the master class and all that. Anyway, so all of the performances in red we're going to watch on video because they were pre-recorded by the student because they couldn't make it. Okay, and then all the ones in blue are going to be performed live. So I'm going to get out of the room. There's a chair for me to sit on. So our first performance will be by Diana Alsbrook, and this is a duet that she and I played, Blackbird by the Beatles. Diana, that was good. Who can tell me something that they noticed a good quality of Diana's?
Amenities. You.
The melody was clear.
The rhythms.
Tempo changes.
Volume changes.
What did you say?
Volume changes.
And the volume changes too.
I could feel the emotions, and clearly she was. She
Yes. Yes. You could see her body moving.
She was into it.
Yeah. And now Frank is going to play Every Breath You Take by Sting and Time in a Bottle by Yusuf Islam, also known as Cat Stevens. Let's welcome Frank. that I need to be. Hmm. This is not what you do. Okay. Much higher. And now, who noticed the quality of
In the second song, the painfulness came very well.
good? Yeah, and the second song, painfulness came through. Good. That's an emotion coming through. Good. Anyone else?
The melody came through, accompaniment was secondary. He appeared confident.
Yes.
Did you feel confident? No.
Very confident.
When you hit a wrong note, you kept going. You didn't
Yeah.
fuss over it.
Well, you hit a wrong note. I'm very nervous.
It's gonna get down. Israel, where Stan lives, and he's going to play We Are the Champions. So, who would like to tell us some of the things he
was entertaining.
This question, what kind of difference do you expect on a, electric, keyboard?
It's not going to have the variety of touch or sound as an acoustical piano.
Okay, so the volume is gonna be different,
Everything.
everything, you can't get any volume differences,
You can get some,
some,
but not to the degree that you can. So, someone was saying, who said it was entertaining?
Entertaining. Stare downs. Yeah.
Did you understand those? Right. Yeah.
You find it pretty good.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Confident.
Yes, I believe he came through confidently. And I liked how every time the melody came back, it was a little different. He did something a little bit different each time, letting it build. Good. And now, Rahul is going to play a 19th century American composition, Starlight Waltz by Brainerd. And then he and I are going to play a duet of Yesterday by Lennon and McCartney. And then Rahul's going to play The Best Times Is Now by Jerry Herman from the musical Wakaj Atoll. All right. And so now, we noticed any of these,
Entertaining.
significant.
Violin was especially nice on the first.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
The violin was especially nice on the first.
The violin was very well controlled on the first. Okay.
The reason was perfect on the, well, we don't use perfect, but, volume, I mean, the volume was just correct on the, yesterday, do it.
Yes.
And it looks like he was having fun. I loved the body movements that you were getting into it, and especially on the last one. That was fun to watch him play.
The last one was fun to watch.
Yeah.
The volume differences, like especially when like he changed a lot of stuff, like it's like in the modulation too. I could hear like a volume change and kind of
Emphasis in the last one.
yeah.
Yeah. Good job. Now, Richard, who is usually here for Masterclass, but is in Boston today, is going to play Let's Do It by Cole Porter and Poison Ivy, a rock and roll song from the late 50s, early 60s. Comments on Richard qualities.
I thought it was entertaining.
I did too. Yeah, I thought it was entertaining. Yes, and I think that his rhythm was good. It was a hard rhythm, very challenging.
That last one especially.
The last one.
Yeah.
And now Trey and I are going to play Beethoven's Sonatina in G major on two pianos. And then Trey is going to play Ballade for Adalina, Richard Clayton. and some comments, please.
That was a very beautiful rendition. Beautiful, lovely emotion.
Confidence too. But yeah, particularly we know that's not always.
I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, confidence. I could see he's a lot more confident in that performance.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, don't you think?
Yes.
You were feeling it too. I can tell the emotion was pretty good in that too.
Absolutely.
Very entertaining.
I really liked the crescendo when you were going up, then an octave higher, then an octave, and you got it louder and slowed down. That was very, very effective. Okay. Hint. And I are playing a duet over there. You might notice there are a lot of Beatles duets today. Here Comes the Sun by Lennon. Yeah, it's video. You don't have to look. Our guys. We're hearing that.
Rhythm changes a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Anything else?
The melody was done well.
Yes, it was. It was. And this particular Beatles song has a very different color.
The rhythm
Yeah. Because some measures have 3 beats, some 2, some 4, and some 5. So
You seem like you enjoyed it. That's
very enjoyable. And now Elizabeth is going to play Cristofori's Dream by David Lance.
I particularly like this song because Cristofori is the man that invented the piano. He had been a harpsichord maker, and so I have dreamed on occasion the solution to a problem. And it seemed like to me that this must be what happened, that Christopher dreamed this, that he could make this new instrument that we all love so much. And so it has these things that a harpsichord can't do.
Okay. How about some qualities we heard in that?
Motion all over.
Okay, say it again.
Motion all over the place.
Yes.
Arrows.
Aren't we happy that he invented it?
Yes, a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion. What else did someone hear?
Dynamics were amazing.
The dynamics were amazing. Yeah.
Sounded like a dream.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I'm just really proud of you because that's quite a difficult test. Quite.
He knows it.
And Edgar is actually here, but he actually pre-recorded this gorgeous rendition of Somewhere from West Side Story Alone.
I didn't.
Said it was somewhere, but it was actually Maria. Okay, so what qualities did we hear in Hager's?
The melody was singing for sure, and it was very beautifully emotional.
Beautiful.
It's African. He is nailed it. I mean, it was
Confident and your tempo changes, you feel volume changes, rhythm in you. Performance is accurate in everything. Emotions.
That was great.
Sandra.
Fun fact is like Maria was mentioned 28 times in this.
And now, DJ is going to play The Merry-Go-Round of Life by Hisaishi a Japanese composer that describes life as a merry-go-round, round and round, and horses go up and down, and you can interpret that as you wish. He's going to follow that by the famous Liebestrom number 3 by Franz Liszt. And then we're going to end the program with the Sleeping Beauty Waltz as a duet written by Tchaikovsky and arranged by Rachmaninoff. Something very different.
Yeah, that's
Policies now he's
Pure entertainment. Pure entertainment.
pure entertainment. Yeah.
And like you had a little orchestra.
It's a lot of notes in there. A lot of notes.
But that first piece, goes quite well. And what you did was to make it a journey.
Mhm.
And a journey with bittersweet, accomplishment, failure, and joy.
And all of those.
All those things were in there.
And now we're going to play one last duet, and you don't have to give adjectives afterwards. After the duet, you can go have snacks. Spirit through, yeah. If you don't recognize the title, you'll recognize the music.
I don't know. It's on.
You can do it twice. One, two. So much.
I'm
All right. And help yourself to snacks. I think they're in the kitchen. Okay.